Welcome back, guys. You join me back down Wraysbury. Just got into Jason's. It's Saturday today as well, so I wasn't expecting to get in here, but I thought I'd come down. The reason I'm down on a Saturday instead of like the Thursday or a Friday, I've been ill for the last week. I did fish last week. I blanked. I didn't feel very well. It was absolutely horrible. Trust me, guys. It was rubbish. I tried to get some footage going, but it just went up, and it's just one of those ones that I just didn't want to bother. Just wanted to stay warm and sort of get home, and that's what happened. So yeah, we blanked. We're back down again now. I've got the rods out and everything already because the bailiffs were walking around doing a bit of trimming and cutting some trees and bits and bobs back, so it was mega noisy, and I thought, well, just get the rods out, why not, and then come back to you guys after. So yeah, we've got 3 nights ahead of us. We'll see if we can winkle one out. I'm going very, very light on the baiting, 5-6 bombs of like, that's boilies and pellet over each rod, and it's in deep water, so that's going to get quite a bit of spread as well, so just enough to nick a bite, and then maybe top up depending on if I see fish bubbling. We'll play it as we go, and depending on the weather. It's not too cold today, but it's obviously okay. There's a tornado happening right in front of me. What on earth? I'm not even joking, my testicles nearly come out of my mouth. I absolutely cacked it then. What the hell? Whoa, so yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen again, and I hope you guys actually managed to see that. That was freaky as anything. So yeah. Oh my lord, that's like fully baffled me. Sorry if I swore, I don't think I did, but what are we doing? Look at him, he's trying to find out what's going on. Mate, move away, come on, move away, go on, out of the way. So yeah, we're gonna try and catch a fish and stay alive. We'll keep you guys updated, and we'll come back to you if anything happens. Right guys, now that Hurricane Fungus is over, we're still alive. We're going to start off early with Edge of the Week. So I was shopping with the missus, just getting some clothes, going through different shops. Popped into Primark, and yeah, I was, let me just see a fish show. Yeah, I was well happy. I was going to get a pair of those North Face thermal waterproof slipper things. So I thought they'd be perfect, you can wear them in the bed and all sorts. I walked around Primark and I found these beauties. They did have normal black ones, but yeah, I had to get the camo. Not the best camo, but these are less than £5. They were like £4.50 or something stupid. And they are mega warm. Rock hard on the bottom as well. So yeah, winter edge, even though it's still autumn, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this is the Edge of the Week, 100%. My feet are nice and toasty. Obviously I've got my waterproof socks on as well, so they're still warm, and then if I need to, I can still go outside in them. Mint. Absolutely mint. What's he doing? Oh, he's eating his food. Yeah, fingers crossed we can redeem ourselves from that horrible blank. Just a quick one, guys. Fleece from Primark, but that's not why I'm doing this. I was going to get one of those tufty torches, but I didn't really want to pay 50 quid for a piddly torch. So I went on Amazon. I found an alternative, so it's one of these. And you can zoom it in, one hand, and zoom it out. So obviously you're going to want it as far up that way. You've got LED, it's a red light. Let's turn it on quickly. And yeah, it definitely works. We'll try and get some footage of some of the birds if they do come back, but I don't think they will, because I've been scaring them as second they come into the swim. And for now, we're going to be using it just for the purposes of tiring out this little git, like this. over there, you idiot. So yeah, we're going to tire him out and hopefully catch a fish. We'll come back to you later. Oh mate, mac and cheese melt Scotch steak burgers. Oh yes. Oh, I'm looking forward to these. I'm such a fat git. Food excites me so much. Oh my lord, just look at that. Get in my belly. Can't wait to munch that. Gonna let them cool down a little bit. Bit of barbecue sauce, brioche bun, jobs are good. Do you know what? I absolutely love autumn. The colours are beautiful. Even though the fish don't really do their mass feed up anymore. Well, not on this lake anyway. I absolutely love this time of year. Got to see my first in-person live-action hurricane fungus or tornado fungus. Oh. Right, fingers crossed for a fish. It's about 4 o'clock now, well 4, half 4. So I'm going to eat this food and chill out. If you don't hear from me for the rest of today, guys, it means I haven't caught anything, obviously. And I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Fingers crossed for a bite tonight, though. Afternoon, guys. I would say morning, but to be honest, I've been spending most of the morning playing with the dog and trying to spot some fish in the triangle in front of me. So in between this one, that one, and this island here, there has been fish showing. So what I've done is redone the rods, fresh hook baits, stuck a little bit more bait out. I'm going to try and draw the fish towards me whilst it's bright today. Whilst the sun's up in the sky, hopefully warm the water up a little bit and get them moving about. I mean, it is cold. The water's cold. It's obviously, it's not winter until December the 22nd or something like that. Still autumn, but that water is winter temperatures. It's cold. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated as and when. It's probably going to be a bit of a boring one, to be honest. The main target is for the next 2 nights is to catch one. Redeem myself from that 5-night blank, which was absolutely brutal. Brutal. The lake's been fishing absolutely rubbish. Here I'm going again, saying absolutely all the time. There's been a few fish, I think, the last week and a half come out down that end, down the bottom. But it's mega shallow, so you got well, in my opinion, you got less of a chance of them being there in this cold water for a long period of time compared to what they would be this end. But knowing my luck, they're probably all sat down there now, especially with all the fireworks and the noise last night. Okay, it's probably going to take them a while to come up here and feed. The amount of noise, it was crazy. But yeah, like I said, I'll keep you updated and fingers crossed we have one. Yep, we're at it again, keeping him busy. I don't know who's enjoying it more, me or him. He's quite tame when it comes to this red one. When I had a green laser pen, he'd go nuts trying to catch that. Hopefully some birds turn up soon so I can show you guys how well this thing works. Managed to scare away some tufties at probably about 180 yards yesterday. I mean, I don't think we'll be able to see that far on the camera, but we can try, see if we can find any. Tell you what, let's go out there now and see if we can find some. God, I nearly tripped over. Careful, dog, you're gonna kill me. No, we've got none at all. Some will turn up at some point though. Show just there in the middle. A little bit more confident than what I was yesterday. Didn't see anything really at all yesterday. Nothing really exciting anyway, other than hurricane fungus or tornado fungus, whatever. So yeah, hopefully a little bit more bait from today and get a fish on the feed. We'll see what happens. Everyone, it's about 4 o'clock now, so it's going to start getting dark soon. I'm going to walk the dog back and forth, get him to go to the toilet and that, come back, have some food and see what happens for tonight. Put some bright ones on each rod. I was fishing match the hatch baits, like colour and that, but now I've got some bright ones. Got a pineapple hell on the right rod, the middle rod's a white sent from hell, and the left rod is, I can't remember what the left rod is. Oh yeah, it's a yellow sent from hell. So yeah, I can remember then. Yeah, look. Flat calm, absolutely awesome, but it's cold. Hopefully the fish get on the feed. Like if they don't have a bit of a feed like around about now until winter hits, they're going to lose so much weight. Like they need to have that big feed up to retain some weight and stay healthy through the winter. Fingers crossed at least one of them gets on the munch today. Alright, catch you guys in a bit. If I don't come back to you as usual tonight, if nothing happens, I'll see you guys in the morning. Fingers crossed. Alright guys, whilst I'm walking the dog back and forth, I'm in next door. So this is a swim called Bermuda. You can see this angle. So obviously my furthest to the right rod is here. If you was fishing this swim, you wouldn't really fish that island anyway, because well, if I'm stood here from the front, if you fish that corner, it's just dangerous, absolutely dangerous. If a fish gets around there, you're absolutely buggered. But you've got a nice marginal bush just here. You can fish directly towards the island because it drops off quite quickly to about 18-19 foot of water, and then you've got the deep sort of gully down this end to your, well, to my right, so your guys left. And then in that corner, is that me? I think I just spooked something down on the edge here. So yeah, in that corner towards Giant's Footsteps, which is that swim just there. In that corner you got a set of snags and the fish are always in there. It's really, really deep, but you can't really fish it. It used to be a swim called Green Gates, I believe, but it's just overgrown and just too dangerous to fish there. So yeah, it's a nice little swim. It is my cup of tea in a sense, but at the same time it's not, because there's no point me fishing here when I want to fish the spots that are next door. So yeah, I've been meaning to show you guys a couple of the other swims for a while, but it sounds weird, like when you're doing the vlogs, like recording as well as like trying to catch a fish, you got to spend time obviously watching the water and that. It's hard to get that extra bit of time to do other things. I mean, this little git takes up a lot of time as well. Come on, this way. So yeah, it's quite difficult. I mean, a lot of the time, unless I've wound the rods in for a specific reason, a lot of the time it's hard to get the motivation to bring your rods in and walk around a lake when you've got a chance of catching if the rods are in the water. So yeah, I've got my receiver on, by the way, guys, and you are allowed to walk as far as the next swim, so that's why I walk to that swim, walk back to my swim, walk back, I'm just walking back and forth. See, then I'm not far away from my rods and potentially causing hassle if I get a take. So yeah, obviously, bear with me. Right, we're back at Jason's now, so that's my setup. If you go further down here, so you can see this sign, that sign there, they're quite cool, all around, like dotted around the lake and the complex. You got these signs, it tells you like the actual name of the fish, so you got like Cyprio, Carpio, or whatever the blooming thing is called. That one's got a pike on it, tells you sort of like the history of the pike and stuff. Really quite like informative, cool little signs around the lake. They got a ghost carp one, tench one, roach one, perch one, I think, mirror carp, common carp. You get the drill. So yeah, this is, you guys obviously know this one. This is Jason's. Got the old bivvy, well, brolly should I say. Absolutely lovely swim. You know this swim, you guys have seen it plenty of times, probably too much. If you are getting bored of me fishing the same swim, I do apologise, but on this lake, that's why I don't understand when people move around so much. You can't really target anything on this lake. It's impossible. Like, we're not allowed to climb trees, for good reason, to be fair. The trees around here are so old. I stepped on one when I first started just to peek over into a set of snags, and that cracked and nearly fell in. So yeah, the rule's there for a reason. Some trees there's a lot around here that are strong and could hold you, but rules are rules. So it's hard to specifically find fish in areas and target them, and there's quite a lot of stockies in here as well. Well, you wouldn't think it right now because we're blanking, but yeah, there's a lot of fish, so it's more of a numbers game, which in my opinion is set up in an area you think can do your bites, work on it, put the bait in, which is what I've been doing in this swim, until obviously I got swim pirated. Swim Somalians, pirates. I'm kidding. So yeah, I was putting obviously the work in, doing really well, couldn't get in it for a while, come back in it, and it's almost like starting again. But for me, I'd rather do that than try and chase, or think I'm chasing specific fish in different swims. Like, I know there has been fish that have been caught from the same areas, like they do, like they're regular visitors. But for me, I'd like to have like fungus. Everyone, don't get me wrong, it's like top priority. But he hasn't come out in years, like 3-4 years I think it's been now. Quote me on that if I'm wrong, but I think it's about that amount of time. And for me, like, the areas where he's been caught before get fished so much, and he hasn't come out. So he's obviously wised up and he's in a different area. He's never been caught from this swim, I don't think, and not a lot of people. Well, when I first joined, every time I'd walk around there'd be no one in this swim, literally no one, and speaking to people, everyone's like, nah, no one bothers fishing it. That's why I put the time in it, because I thought, well, if no one bothers, then that's, for me, like, if fungus is a clever fish, he's going to be sat in the areas that people don't bother with. So yeah, if you're on a lake that's got quite a high amount of stockies, well, yeah, there's quite a lot of them in here, to be honest. Some decent fish, but you can't really climb it. So a lot of lakes don't have many trees around them nowadays. If you can't specifically target fish, or if it's that big, just plot up in an area that you like and just work on it, and eventually they'll come to you. Like, they will. Like, I don't believe that one fish will stay in one area. They'll visit other parts of the lake. Why wouldn't they? Like, really, why wouldn't they visit other parts of the lake? Unless fish are territorial, but fungus is the biggest one in it. What other fish is going to push him around and tell him what to do? So it's yeah, it's difficult. You don't know what's going on under there, but that's my best advice to give on that sort of situation. Just plot up, find some good spots, keep the bait in regular, and it'll happen. There's no way it wouldn't, to be fair. Not necessarily saying it will happen with the biggest fish in the lake, but you can have good hits of fish. I've done well, not blowing my own trumpet, but I've done well in this one. I really have. Come on, boy. So yeah, we're going to stop chewing you guys' ears off, and yeah, if I don't come back to you, I'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, peeps. As you can see, it's a bit sunny. God, it's bright. Right in my eyes. Nothing happened through the night. No liners, no nothing. But I don't know if you'll be able to see. It does look lovely. It looks worth a bite. I've seen fish sort of cruising under the surface. there is a zig ban on here, unless you use an adjustable zig. I was looking at them in the shops the other day, but I weren't too keen, to be honest. I've never been a fan of zigs. And as well, you've got a majority of the time use a really light hook link, which I'm not keen on either. If I hook something, it's scary enough. Try not to lose it, let alone with a £10 hook link on. But yeah, it might be worth a go. But thing is, there is still some weed in here. It still hasn't like totally cleared. Sorry if I'm bouncing back and forth. I've got this weird habit where I have to just sort of do that a lot of the time. I don't get it. But yeah, hopefully today will be the day. It's the last night tonight, so see what happens. End of the day, I'm not going to catch them sitting at home, am I? So it's worth being here, giving it a go. I think I'm the only person literally fishing. I think I have been for the past couple of nights, which don't bother me. And I'm going to try and just keep coming in this swim, keep the bait going in, and then eventually something's going to happen. There's going to be a fish that's going to feed, whether it's in the middle of winter or what. There's going to be a fish that feeds, 100%. It's got to happen at some point. It's just when does it happen? They might just be hugging the mid to upper layers because it's cold, but they will go down and feed. See, hopefully soon. So yeah, we'll keep you updated if anything happens. Right, it's 1:30, guys. Just redone all the rods, fresh hook baits. I've cork plugged all the pop-ups just so they stay extra buoyant overnight, no matter how much flavour and stuff and water they take on. Obviously they'll be still standing up without the cork plugs by the morning anyway, but I want them to retain and stay as light as possible, like no matter how much water they take on. So we'll see if that can help me get a bite. I've only put crumb and pellet out. I haven't bothered putting whole boilies, just in case fish are coming along, having 2 or 3 boilies and then buggering off for a bit. So a bit of crumb, hopefully it'll keep them sort of grubbing about until they slip up and one of them takes the hook bait. And that's the plan anyway. That's if they're even feeding on the areas. You never know what's going to happen, so fingers crossed. It's my last night tonight, so tradition, I'm going to order a takeaway. I'll let you guys guess beforehand. I'll do one of those little poll things to see what takeaway I'm going to get and see if you guess right. If you do, let me know in the comments below. That'd be quite cool. So yeah, let's stay hopeful. I've seen one person earlier walking around. I don't know whether they're just having a little recce walkabout or whether they're fishing, but there's not a lot of activity at all. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, eh? Yeah, do you like my fleece? Yeah? You good boy, ain't you? Yeah. Okay, it's nice and warm. Until I make the sound of the torch to watch. I'm kidding, mate. Go back to sleep. Good boy. There you go then. Where's the torch then? Where's that light? Good boys. Oh, look at that. Lovely bit of lunch. Roll on takeaway later. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. Right, last evening. Let's see what happens. Do you know what? It's looking good. I know I say that quite a lot, but slight breeze on the top. I think it's a northwesterly, northeasterly. It's a northerly wind. It's hopefully gonna make the carp come away from the top layers and have a bit of a munch. Who knows? Let's see what happens. We'll get takeaway soon, and then we'll reveal which one I've got, and then we'll sign off for the night. So we'll see you in a minute. Right guys, the food still isn't here. and by the time it gets here I'm going to eat it and it's still going to be pitch black, so apologies for the head torch on the face. I've got fish and chips, so those of you guessed correctly, well done. And yeah, that's it, that's what we get. Morning guys, we can finally get some proof that this torch works to scare away the tufties. Watch this. And it's starting to freak out already. Just aiming it. Job's a good one. Obviously nothing through the night. It got really cold. It was the coldest night of the year so far last night. I felt it on the bank, definitely. So yeah, maybe something will happen whilst it's warming up. But I'm going to start packing away anyway. So yeah, we'll slowly pack away. We'll come back to you once we've packed away, or if something happens in the meantime. Right guys, unfortunately that's it from me. Another blank. The lake's it's just going absolutely dead. I'm gonna have to, I don't really want to because I don't like them, but I'm gonna have to try an adjustable zig on one rod for the next session. They might just be in the upper layers, but I'm gonna try and get in the same swim, keep the bait going in, and when they do eventually feed, that it should pay off for me. But yeah, it's just been a bit of a ball ache. It's getting colder and colder, so it's going to get harder and harder. I'm using fluoro leaders and all sorts now, so I know all my end tackle and everything like that is basically invisible. Checked in the margins, or try to look as close as I can to the water, to sort of get that sort of view that the carp have, where they're like right close to it, and it's all like, say 98% invisible. So I know the concealment's absolutely brilliant. It's just waiting for the fish to play ball, so we'll keep at it. Excuse the plane. Keep doing the same thing. Come back in a couple of days. Exactly the same as what I've done now. See how we get on. I mean, like I said, it's only going to get harder as it gets colder and colder, so we'll just keep putting the effort in and hopefully we'll be rewarded for it. But yeah, thanks again for watching guys. The support, honestly, I get inboxes on Facebook, Instagram and all sorts. The support from you guys is absolutely amazing. It's the best part about doing this. To know that you guys are enjoying it and you can't wait to see more, it means the absolute world to me. And regarding that, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. I'll leave a button in the middle. I'll also leave 2 previous videos if you haven't seen them already. And yeah, thank you again guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.